Hello everyone, it's Mark Scholaro, the owner of MS Classic Cars, and I'm coming right back at you with another spectacular vehicle. Today I'm sitting behind the wheel of a beautiful 1972 Chevrolet Corvette LT1 Coupe that only has 44,375 original miles. You gotta check this out. To start off this video here, this is a non-rehearsed deal, so there's going to be a lot of information that I do forget. Please visit our website at msclassiccars.com for a complete description with over 150 highly detailed photos. If you have or have not been following MS Classic Cars, please note that I only collect number 1 and number 2 condition vehicles. I've been doing that since inception. I'm very proud to say that we are the only classic car dealership in the country who services everything we sell, and we document that work with an invoice. I'll say it over and over again, every vehicle, no matter who restored it, whether it's factory correct or custom, needs to be gone through. We do that at MS Classic Cars to eliminate all the surprises for the new buyer. We also, when the vehicles are done in service, go through these vehicles regarding the detail process from top to bottom so they come out in the condition that you see here today. Please do your homework on MS Classic Cars. Regarding this particular vehicle here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this first paragraph from our website that I've composed with a bunch of information regarding this car. As I'm kind of touching base on this information, I'm going to reference this binder, which, by the way, I create for every single car that we sell. It's a brand new binder. I put everything in methodical order. Everything is in plastic sleeves. I'm going to reference this as I go through this first paragraph here for you now. So this beautiful 1972 Chevrolet Corvette LT1 Coupe is a very authentic example with only 44,375 original miles. It is one of only 1,741 LT models produced in 1972. It's a very rare piece. As the NCRS confirmation of existing judging award letter documents, this vehicle achieved a Chapter Second Flight Award with a final score of 93.6 and a Chapter Top Flight Award with a final score of 97.9. Let me just show you here in this binder. We can reference those. It's in black and white, which is right here. The NCRS is the National Corvette Restorer Society. It's really a big name in the Corvette world for judging and so forth. This actual was letter here that they had done, which documents the awards that this car achieved, was signed off by Roy Signer, who I'd like to mention is a good friend of mine. He's done a lot of certifications for us here at the dealership over the years, but he was the NCRS National Judging Chairman for many, many years. But that's as clear as day. You can see this in our photo gallery. Now, regarding some more information here about these particular cars, this body style was introduced in 1968 and was in production until 1982. The C3 coupes featured the first use of the T-top removable roof panels. That's what we have here. you will see in our photo gallery that we have pictures with the T-tops off. We have pictures of the T-tops on. We also have the original T-top carrying cases that came with this particular car, which is very cool. As the original 1972 Corvette order form documents, the order was received on March 30th, 1972. So that's a real rare thing to find in one of these cars. So I want to make sure that I highlight this. And again, you can see all this in our photo gallery. I just thought it would be nice to be able to show you here today. This is the actual 1972 Corvette order form. And it just shows when the vehicle was ordered, when in the date it was received, and so forth. Again, this is original documentation. When you have original documentation with a classic car, it's worth its weight in gold. As the NCRS shipping data report letter documents, the GM official production date was May 4th, 1972. So that is another thing that a lot of people reference here. I put that at the beginning of the binder. This is called the shipping data report. You can see everything here. Again, Roy is down at the bottom here. It just shows when the production date was, what the dealer code was, what zone they were. In this particular case, it was Gates Chevrolet in South Bend, Indiana. So again, all that information is included. As the original window sticker documents, how often do you find vehicles from the 1970s that still have the original window sticker? Again, a really rare find. I'll show you that window sticker in a minute. This vehicle was built in St. Louis, Missouri as a 1972 Chevrolet Corvette with a Targa Blue exterior and a blue vinyl interior. It was built with the following options. It had the F70 15-inch white lettered tires. It also had the AM/FM push-button radio. It had the power steering, and of course the LT1, which gave it the 255 horse turbo fire special 350 V8. And this vehicle here is equipped with a 4-speed closed ratio manual transmission and power brakes. Again, it was retailed by Gates Chevrolet Corporation, located in South Bend, Indiana. From the information gathered, it remained in Indiana for roughly 35 years. In the mid-2000s, it was lightly restored, which included exterior paint and some interior trim. Over the years, some mechanical work was done as needed, but it was never mechanically restored. What I mean by that is, this car is not a survivor in the sense that it has been stripped and painted. Some of the things on the exterior were replaced. Some of the things in the interior were replaced. But mechanically, the car is extremely original. So when you look at the engine compartment or you look at the undercarriage, although we did do a little bit of light refreshening, this car was a real good kind of solid original car, if you will, that had light restoration work. So it kind of falls into a very unique category that a lot of people appreciate. So to finish kind of what happened, it eventually found its way to Michigan in 2008 and then to California in 2010. It was then sold to a well-known classic car collector from Scottsbluff, Nebraska in 2012, where it remained for the next 10 years. The following original items are included. So once again, we have the 1972 Corvette order form, we have the window sticker, we have owner's manuals with plastic cover, we have the vehicle inspection receipt from 1974, we have handwritten service records from 1974 to 1987, we have miscellaneous service receipts from 1986 to 2010, we have registrations from 2010 and 2011, we have a parking permit from 2012, and again, both of the NCRS forms that I just showed you, the shipping data report and the confirmation existence of judging awards. All of that is included. So once again, I'm just going to go ahead and flip through this real quickly here. This first thing in this binder is the invoice for all the work that we did at MS Classic Cars. It clearly documents everything. Again, you can read this in more detail in our photo gallery. We invested $7,813.64 in this particular vehicle. Again, this is the NCRS shipping data report, NCRS confirmation of existence of judging awards. This is the window sticker I referenced earlier. How cool is that? It has the original window sticker. This is the 72 Corvette order form. This is what I had mentioned too. This is a vehicle inspection procedure form. This is original from 1972, has some information on here, the VIN number, the dealer, etc. This is really rare to find. This is some handwritten notes that were done over the years regarding all of its service history. This is the statement of inspection and receipt report from 74 that I mentioned, the parking permit, some California registrations. These are some of the judging award sheets from the NCRS. This is the award when it got its second flight and so forth. And then these are all the receipts that I had mentioned earlier that I put all in order that kind of just documents some of the vehicle's history. And then back here, we have the original owner's manual in plastic sleeve. So again, all that information is included. And as I said earlier, when you have original documentation, it makes a huge difference. So let's talk about the vehicle here, starting with the exterior. As I had mentioned, it was in, I believe, around 1999, I think it was. I have to reference my notes. The vehicle was actually taken to a body shop. They actually stripped it and they repainted it in its original color. It's an absolutely beautiful shade of blue. If you haven't seen this color in person, it is something really, really worth checking out. It's just a really sweet color. When they were doing the paint process, they decided to get rid of the grills that were in the front fenders. They kind of had like a egg crate style grill is kind of what they reference them as with the generation Corvettes from this era. And then it was in 1973 and forward that they actually got rid of those grills. They kind of made a different style into the fender. The owner of the car at that particular time thought it would be a good idea to actually do that and slightly modify his car to look a little bit more modern. So when you look at this car, that is the one unique thing about it, which I think looks really cool, but I just want to clarify so people understand that's what was done. The paint was done to a very, very high quality. It's in absolutely beautiful condition. MS Classic Cars did a great job detailing it. When you look at all the glass in this car, the glass is in beautiful shape. I do believe this front windshield was replaced at some point during its lifetime. I'm not sure exactly when, but all of the other glass, I'm talking about the side glass and the back glass, is original and it's stamped and so forth. It even says Astro Ventilation like it should on the side and so forth. You can see that again right here in the corner. So it's very evident there as well. All of the stainless on this car around the windshield and so forth and doors is all in really nice shape. It does have this nice mirror here on the driver's side. It's a chrome mirror. The front bumper has been replaced. That's a chrome front bumper. The two rear bumpers were replaced at MS Classic Cars. It had its original rear bumpers on it, which showed some patina. I thought it took a little away from the character of the car, so we went ahead and replaced those. They came out really nice. The door handles actually have some patina on there. We left those. So the car does have some original equipment and some new equipment. It's kind of a perfect combination of both. Even the lower side moldings we did replace in MS Classic Cars. And the car is sitting on its correct style rally wheels, which were completely refurbished, new trim rings, new center caps, and so forth. And the tires, just to make sure I get this accurate, are Firestone Super Sport Wide Oval F7015 white wall tires. This car, when you look at all the photos of it, again, you got to check out all the photos in our photo gallery. We really do a great job with our photography, catching it in all these different angles and so forth. This car has got serious, serious eyeballs. When we look at the interior, which I'm sitting in here, obviously now it's in beautiful condition. When the T-tops are in, the back sides of the T-tops are blue. They're in beautiful condition. These sun visors are still really nice. I believe that a lot of this is still original in this car. I don't have documentation to support what exactly was changed and what wasn't, but I would think, based on what I see, that probably half of this, if not more than half of this, is original in this car, and some of the things have been replaced, but it's in beautiful condition. The rear view mirror is in super nice condition. The dash pad itself is free of any imperfections, cracks, or blemishes. All of the gauges are crystal clear. It's one of the things about this generation Corvettes. I find a lot of times the bezels, the gauges themselves, the backgrounds tend to be a little bit sloppy, if you will. This car, it's all crystal clear. The clock is in working order in this vehicle. I know the original radio is in here because I had read notes that that was restored, and the gentleman who did the radio suggested putting in a Rossford Fosgate amplifier to help boost the stereo. So that was done. Matter of fact, I have this manual here for the punch amplifier as well. But the center console is in beautiful condition. All of the black trim is crisp and new. There's really no signs of wear. It's got this nice black wrap 3-spoke steering wheel. The column is blue. It's in beautiful condition. The door panels are in beautiful shape. They're blue as well. These seats, I would guess, have been reupholstered because they're super fresh. Very, very comfortable to sit in. All the carpeting's in beautiful condition. It even has really nice blue carpeted floor mats. So the interior of this car is in awesome condition. Everything is in great working order. Simply beautiful. Again, you can really see the attention to detail with all the photos that we took. Now, when we get into the engine compartment of this car, as I had mentioned earlier in the video, this is very original, this engine compartment. So a lot of it, I'm going to go on record, and again, I'm making this up, but I'm just going to give you my opinion. I probably would say that 90% of that engine compartment, maybe somewhere between 80 and 90% of it is original. We don't think this motor has ever been out of the car, just based on our observation and service. It's in absolutely beautiful condition. What we did at MS Classic Cars, again, after we serviced it, we went in, we did some fine detail work, we did a little bit of just touching up here and there to make it look as good as it does today for this presentation in our photos and so forth. So again, this engine is the LT1. It was rated with 255 horsepower. It's a 350 V8. It runs awesome. It's got that beautiful chrome air cleaner that the factory had done. It's got factory manifolds. It's got a nice factory dual exhaust system that really looks sharp out the back. If you look at our undercarriage photos, you can see how sweet that exhaust system is in the back. But again, everything is in beautiful shape. You can even see the original emission sticker up on the cowl area here on the driver's side. And again, the closer that you pay attention to a lot of things like the radiator shroud as an example, or some of the other pieces in there, you will see how clear everything is and original it is. Very, very beautiful. So again, that is the original matching numbers motor. The engine is actually coupled to the original matching numbers M21 4-speed close ratio manual transmission. The transmission, again, we believe has never been out of the vehicle. We did service everything with this car. It's in great order. It shifts really good. You got to keep in mind, when a vehicle only has 44,000 miles on it, there's really no need to rebuild the engine as long as it's been maintained. And this vehicle, with all these receipts that we have in this binder, was clearly maintained and gone through over the years. So once again, it is really tight. It's really solid. When you look at the undercarriage photos of the car, you will see, kind of like the engine compartment, that it looks very, very similar. Again, at MS Classic Cars, the guys in the detail department did some touch-ups and so forth to make it look as presentable as possible, but everything under there is in beautiful condition. The steering, whether it was all restored or rebuilt, the suspension system, all the components, the fuel system, everything is in really, really nice condition. So this car is a great car. A, for collectability. B, it's a great driver. It's something that somebody can actually go out and enjoy and drive. And it's also a vehicle that somebody can take to a car show and expect to win some awards like it did with the NCRS. So this is a great choice, great car, very proud to present it. That kind of concludes our presentation here today. So before I go ahead and start it, I would like to ask, if you have not signed up for our VIP email blast, please do so. That's the best way to follow MS Classic Cars. We have thousands of people on that email blast. We are also on all of the social media networks, so please make sure to follow us on everything to get an idea of what we do here at MS Classic Cars. We are definitely not a high volume dealership, but we are doing great things. Again, do your homework on our company. Now, this start today, this is a cold start. We like to do cold starts once in a while just to show people how well these cars are dialed in. We have not started this car I believe since yesterday or the day before, just lose track of time. But I'm going to show you with a cold start how nice it runs, and then I'll give it some revs and let you listen to how beautiful it sounds. All right? Thanks again for watching. Let's go ahead and start this baby up. That's all there is to it. Runs absolutely beautiful. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.